Gentlemen, can you all hear us over there? Okay, good. I would like to introduce to you Miss Maria Kleinman, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Robert Kleinman. She begins our parade here today by singing America the Beautiful. You might want to stand. Maria?
Start now.
Go ahead.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plains. America, America, God shed his grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Very good, dear. Maria, thank you very much. You see the flashing red lights, you hear the sirens, and that means we're ready to go. So get yourselves seated, get yourselves comfortable. We've just been given the awards for the trophies for the competing floats. We'll present them as those floats pass by. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Highland Sesquicentennial Parade. We're so pleased that you're here. And if you come here from out of town, and I know a lot of you have, just stick your hand out, introduce yourself, and I guarantee you the folks who live around here will make you feel at home. And for you people in Highland, as just a sort of casual neighbor and an observer, may I tell you that your city has never looked prettier ever before. You are all to be commended for your community effort. This is just a beautiful town, and by golly, you ought to be proud of it. Ought to give yourselves a hand.
She lost count.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have approximately 250 units in the parade, and the pace of the parade as we see it here at the start would indicate that that's probably going to be about a 2-hour parade. So I want you to be very comfortable. I hope you've already located your pit stops, just in case you need them. I want you to have an opportunity to really take time and enjoy and meet all these people who are here. My name's Bob Hardy, and I really appreciate the fact that you've invited me to do a little bit of the play-by-play here today. I am ably assisted at this microphone by a friend of long standing, another past potentate of Einod Temple, and a fellow who lives right in your own town, Bill Popkis. Well, Bill's going to help me with some of the names and some of the changes that have been brought forth, as usually happen in a parade. There's always a last-minute change or two. I'll tell you, we're going to have some political figures here. You can respond any way you like to. We're going to have a number of police officers here. You can respond any way you want to them, too, depending upon who wrote you the last ticket. And in general, we just want you to have a good time. Now, the Einod Shrine Temple Clowns have been the ones who have preceded the parade, and they've brought candy around to the kids. And as you look here now, you see fellas offering programs for sale. These are the official Highland Sesquicentennial programs, and they list all the people in the parade, and it might not be a bad idea for you to buy one.
They're 50 cents.
And they're only 50 cents. And the cars are by virtue of Tri-Ford. So we'll give the sirens a chance to get going. Remember what I told you now about the colors.
What are we going to do, stand and put our hand over our heart?
And ladies and gentlemen, from Scott Air Force Base overhead, Colonel Rick Fowler of Scott wanted to be a part of this parade. And the C-121 is what they call the Learjet in the Air Force. And that's the aircraft that has just passed over your head. We'll have 3 passes here today from the United States Air Force. And later on this afternoon, we're going to have a C-141. And again, our thanks to Colonel Fowler, who is wing commander at Scott, for bringing that to us. May we, first of all, ladies and gentlemen, present representatives of the state and Madison County Police Departments. Riding in the Madison County car is our Sheriff, Bob Churches. Bob, and I hope you stick a hand out there and wave. In the Highland City Police car, Chief Bill Pierce. And he's the fellow who has worked so hard to put this whole package together and keep everything going good in the city of Highland. And we want you both to know, Bob and Bill, thanks for all the extra traffic help, because Highland, Illinois is not the easiest place to get into and out of if you're not familiar. And we got a lot of St. Louis area folks here today. Thanks for the help. We appreciate it. And in the state police car, Sergeant Robert Dunn. And Bob lives here in Highland. He was able to bring his group. Now we'll ask you, ladies and gentlemen, please to stand and take note of our colors, the Highland VFW, the Highland American Legion Color Guard, along with the Ladies Auxiliaries, the 50 state flags in the back. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and salute as the flags go by. And our thanks to the VFW and the auxiliary for a very beautiful float, especially with all those flags representing each of the 50 states of the United States.
Isn't that beautiful? My neighbor did that.
The American Legion presents its color guard, and the Ladies Auxiliary, and again, here's our 121 overhead. Venice Madison Post 307 likes to bring this vehicle up here. They call it a go-get-'em when everybody's lost vehicle, and they've used it for that many, many times over the years, I can promise you. May we present to you, from Washington, D.C., the United States Navy Ceremonial Color Guard, established in 1931. They were and still are the official ceremonial unit of the United States Navy. We're pleased and proud to have them with us today.
They look sharp. Sandy wants to say something to you.
I think it's a C-21. I don't think it's a 121.
On what, dear?
That airplane C-21 and a 141. You said 141, but I think it's a C-21. I think. Is it? I've been looking into it.
Look at these guys. How about that?
How about that?
Hey!
How about a Highland welcome for the United States Navy Ceremonial Color Guard?
Yeah, it's back on. He said it's on. You know, these guys are giving a salute up there. There's nobody that...
Well, we got a few more. The veterans wagon. And I know we've got more veterans around than that, but we certainly were able to get one anyway. Thanks for coming out.
Illinois State Police Secretary of State.
I know, it sure is.
Ladies and gentlemen, the color guard from the state of Illinois, Secretary of State's office. Okay.
Car's on?
Bob, is it
Oh, it's on.
You're good. Go on.
Secretary of State Jim Edgar, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Jim, thanks for coming out. We appreciate you taking time to be with us. Thank you, sir. He was preceded by the Secretary of State Police Honor Guard. Ladies and gentlemen, the American Legion District 22 Color Guard. Representatives of the POW-MIA organization.
They're saluting up here, and nobody's returned their salutes. And there, those people aren't up here.
Gentlemen, thanks for being here, and thanks for representing all you and your colleagues did. We'll never forget, I promise you. How about a hand for your Highland Bulldogs?
Want a Coke? Want a Coke?
Come on, gang, this is your marching band. You can give them a better hand than that. John Heath directs this operation. We got about 160 members in the Marching Bulldogs. And I'll tell you, every time we bring them to St. Louis for the VP Fair, they get nothing but applause, applause, applause. They've been to Disney World, they've been to Epcot Center, they've been on national television. They're here today to represent their hometown, and that's your hometown. about a hand for those Bulldogs? Ladies and gentlemen, representatives of our City of Highland Fire Department, and please understand, the taxes you pay do not represent this particular machine as you see it here. This is one of the old timers and been around for a long, long time. They keep it on hand if they ever need it, and they keep it on hand to bring it out in the parades. City Councilman Steve Moore's on there. Steve, thanks for coming along and for bringing the family. We appreciate it. Can't get that whole new list. Where is it?
This is the antique horse-drawn engine.
Now, that's the way we used to fight fires.
That's the Chief Denny.
Can you believe that? Chief's on board there. Hi, Denny. How much water does that thing hold? About a gallon or two? About 2 gallons, yeah, okay. But they used to throw one end of the hose in the lake and hope they got that old thing to operate and pump the rest of it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here come the officials of Highland. Mayor and Mrs. Payne, and the Mayor and Mrs. Bossart, and Ambassador and Mrs. Stratton. Bud, Nolan, and all the rest of you, good to have you with us. Thanks for coming out. Homer Poss is the parade grand marshal.
Hey!
And Colleen Poss on board there, and Jamie, Jennifer, Ryan, all of the kids.
And Oscar, honey.
And Homer's still wearing the doggone lederhosen he had on 2 days ago. Larry Essen Price, the president of the Sesquicentennial.
Hey!
Larry and his lady, we thank you very much for everything you've done, you and the committee. It's been a heck of a week.
And Oscar, 101 over here.
Oh, wait a minute. Is Oscar on board?
Oscar's with Homer.
Oscar Whitner's there, 101 plus. Come on, Oscar, wave. Kathy, good to have you with us. Let's see who else we got in here. Oh, we got some of the Grand Dams. Best Eklund Hebiger.
Dorothy Stoker here.
Dorothy Stucker's here. Yeah, let me see.
Bonnie McGinley.
I think I missed some of the Essen Price kids over here. Well, we've got Dorothy Schottstocker, Barnard, and Mrs. L.G. Beard, Miss Bonnie McGinley on there. Let's see, Marion Kaiser Piper was there, Gertrude Stuckland-Rickley, Gladys Hoog Tibbetts, Louise Wader, Eunice Koch, they were all there. I think we got just about everybody. Well, I'm not sure that we have. The mayor of New Glarus is here. By golly.
Hey, New Glarus.
And he brought some of his music with him, and if you've missed it, come to the beer garden tonight. We'll get you all caught up. How about this from KC, Illinois? They would rather we call it KZ, but Bill and Judy Crouch have taken this piece of equipment and got it all back in shape and even matched the horses to it. And that's beautiful. Grossdom Eunice Cook. And Gabriel, good to have you with us. Thank you for coming. You'll see throughout this parade representatives of Circe, Switzerland, and you'll see a lot of musicians and a lot of alpenhorn blowers. You'll see a lot of just generally good friends who have come from their country to spend time with us.
Trophy time.
The Highland Sesquicentennial represents now the first of our trophy winners.
Well, it's the Highland Sesquicentennial Award.
The Highland Sesquicentennial Award. And it goes to the official vehicle. And I think that was legit, honest to God, folks. I really do. But look what they've put together here. Truly representative of the background and the heritage of Highland. 150 years young today. Not bad. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you one of the most colorful units to parade anywhere in the area. They are preceded, of course, by our two little cartoon characters here. And they look pretty. Oh, 3 of them. I didn't see the cow. Or no, he's a bull. I'm sorry.
Look here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Colonial Fife and Drum Corps of Alton, Illinois. This group was organized in 1975, and Dr. Harvey Veit is the director. It's a young people's organization, all between 10 and 18. We're happy to have you here.
What a beautiful.
Check the authenticity of those costumes.
Now the next one is Pet Milk. Pet Milk gets a Citizens Award.
That's one of our youngest fife and drum corps in the nation. They come to us from Alton, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the Pet Milk float entry. And it wins the Good Neighbor Award. And Sherry's Oak, or Good Citizens Award. Sherry's Oakie's out there presenting it right now. For you folks who are not from Highland, may I tell you that Pet Milk started here as a small company in 1885, and you know what it is today. But I want you to know it had its heritage, it had its roots right here in Highland, Illinois.
How proud she is.
Oh, look at them all up there. I didn't see you, Mr. Latzer. Thank you very much.
It's the most original.
I'm trying to remember who in that organization was taking the part of Louis Latzer, who was the president and the founder of Pet Milk. Here we've got something we think you'll get a kick out of. Evangelical United Church of Christ. And they present the Southside Stock Farm in Rockbridge, Illinois. And how do you like that old wagon, huh?
Switch something up.
You aren't going to believe it. But these are the people who represent the area of ministry that started back in about 1840. And they brought a stock wagon without the stock today, self-propelled. Here's a group we've always gotten a kick out of, and I think you will too. These are the wheelmen, about 750 of them altogether in the national organization. They come from 45 states, 9 foreign countries. Their national newsletter, if you believe it, is published right here in Highland, Illinois, so they too have a connection with Highland. You'll see them all the time in the Macy parades and the Disneyland parades, and we're proud to have them here. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for the wheelmen?
They switched one of those floats on us.
Yep. And just in case you thought the gals never rode these things, Wendy Weiss had to wear shorts last night to wear them. She says, there's no way I'm going to wear a skirt and get on one of these things. There is how it's done, right there. See how easy that is? There's no effort to that. No air pollution, no gasoline tax. That's pretty neat. Look at that. Now, any of you who would like to try this is certainly welcome. Anybody want to give it a try? Huh? That's what I thought. Okay, watch. There's how you get on them. See? Nothing to it. Oh, don't look so smug.
Swiss missionaries in the early 1900s.
Here's one we thought you'd really enjoy because it really does represent history for us. Lorraine's Fashion Crossroads put this group together. And these are representatives of the Swiss almost back to the medieval times. The men in armor, I have to tell you, depict some of the Swiss mercenaries who used to go out and tear up the town on a Friday night back in the 1500s. You know, some of you guys don't look a whole heck of a lot different than some of the guys we see around here on a Friday night, now that I think about it.
Antique baby.
Antique baby buggy, yeah. We decided to bring one of those along, too. Judy Wall's got that. Here is the original bicycle built for two. Believe it or not, used to front and back, but this is the side-by-side. It's particularly a lot of fun if you've if you got your girl out for a nighttime ride. A couple of Appaloosas here. Henry Rybold brought them in from Lebanon, Illinois, and those of you who are horsemen and women, I want you to take a good close look because those are two beautiful horses, that Appaloosa especially. Civil War Cavalry Unit, ladies and gentlemen. They come to us from Bartelso, Illinois. This is a group in authentic costume. They represent the weapons, the flag of the time, and the ladies, God love them, are in authentic costumes of that period too. How about a hand for the folks from Bartelso who came here to Highland to help us celebrate.
Shoppers Review. How is this? Pony Express and Ring Samples.
There's some more representatives from that organization. If you're historically minded, or if your kids are taking history in the Civil War, I sure hope you got a camera. They get a picture of this. Even got the original fife and a man who knows how to play it. A little bit later on this afternoon over at the park, we're going to have a Civil War reenactment. And I would hope that you'd bring some of the kids and come on over, bring your cameras to that one too. That's the way it used to be, folks. Now that I think about it, it's not a whole lot different. It's still the same today. The enlisted people walked and the officers rode. Here they are. Look at this. They stopped up here in the middle of the street to take an aim down the road. I hope they're not shooting anybody. You want to look at those costumes carefully and closely? You can't get much more authentic than that. I told you at the beginning you were going to see everything from what's up to date, what's modern, to what's coming to you in the future, to what's been here in the past. And I hope that you are enjoying some of these representations of Highland in its 150 years, and the people who came here, the people who settled here, people who have made so much out of this city, and to all of you who continue to make it the beautiful and the progressive community that it really is. We're having a little battle up here on the intersection, folks, so don't get all shook up. And please understand that when we stop the parade, or the parade is stopped here, it is probably because further up, someone is doing the same thing for up there that they did for us here, sort of along the lines of the Navy Color Guard. How about a hand for this reenactment group? Boy, they're about as authentic as you can get.
And you got the City Hall in there, Tim. You got City Hall power in there. That's perfect.
And you got to have a supply wagon. I wonder what's in that supply wagon. I mean, Saturday beer. He didn't even make a problem out of it at all. You got it iced down too? Attaboy. Army travels on its stomach. Ladies and gentlemen, from Belleville, Illinois, here's the Belleville Original German Band. They come to us from the American Legion. And the Legion sponsors that group down in Belleville. I want you to listen to them and have some fun.
Tracy Trucking Company, Chuck.
Oh, yeah. Come on, how about a little hand clapping? Come on. Ah, come on. You're not all worn out from last night's party yet. Let's go. Let's have some hand clapping.
Gracie driving that truck.
Well, you folks up the rest of the way on the parade are going to have a good time. A German band's coming. Here we want to present to you the original Pony Express. Shoppers Review is sponsoring this one. And, of course, they are also making available to you some of the programs that are part of our Sesquicentennial. So if you've missed them, we certainly hope that you pick up a copy. They're only 50 cents. Here's a doctor's buggy. And a horse doesn't want to take the doctor where the doctor wants to go. There he comes. How about a nice gentle hand for the horse who got back on track? Easy, easy, easy.
Hi, Judy.
Everett Lipe of Belleville owns this thing, and it's been sponsored by Dr. Jim Rayberger. We want you to know that here in Highland, a fellow by the name of Caspar Kepfli was the leader of the Swiss colony in 1831, and he was the first physician that they ever had in the city of Highland. Well, I tell you now, as you all know, we've got some great physicians in this city, and not only that, we've got a great hospital. We're very proud of the heritage of the medical profession in this city.
Arabian horses are on your right.
Bonanza is here. They decided to bring an old wagon along, and indeed they have. You guys serving steaks out there when the parade's over? Okay, good show.
Highland Saddle Club.
We got some Arabian horses here and riders, Western costume. They're from Troy. We've also got the Highland Saddle Club. And the Highland group is pretty much up to date as far as the official clothing is concerned. That's the way they used to dress. You see how they used to cool off their horses' rear ends? See how they used to do that? Yeah, the gals would just lay their skirt out over the back of that horse. Well, that's not really the reason they dressed like that or wore them like that, but I'll leave that to you. Overbeck Feed Company and Klaus Service Company got together to present our next float. This depicts the Sweet Switzerland, as they call it. And we want you to know that they are the winners of the Mayor's Trophy. And so we'll stop the parade here for just a moment and present that trophy to them. Everything Sweet Swiss. All the good stuff. The chocolate. The cheeses. How about a hand for the little guy on the pooper scooper?
Sherry Zilke, that's Joanne Sackett.
I should tell you, you should not applaud him, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to package that stuff and sell it to you for $8 a pound by the end of the year.
Joanne Sackett received.
Joanne Sackett gets the award. And
Mrs. Klaus.
And who, Mrs. Klaus?
Mrs. Klaus.
Mrs. Klaus, okay. The Zobrist Sign Company of St. Jacob brings us this float the way things are and used to be. These are the Buckskinners, and they have won the Welcome Trophy. This is the way the guys used to dress around Highland. This was before we had the National Food Store and the Super Value and everything. They'd have to go out and get their own. I don't see them carrying a whole heck of a lot back, but that's all right. Spengel Belanger Funeral Home. I guess you've seen this float a time or two. Meredith Funeral Home of Highland teamed up to sponsor this. This was the way they used to take us away, folks. I don't know. How do you feel about that? Schultz Limousine Service of St. Jacob was also involved in this antique drawn horse hearse. No, it really was kind of classy as you look at it. Swiss Delights, Jewel Swiss Delights has got a float. And this one would have imitated the 1937 Centennial Parade. I'm not sure of that. That's what it says here. Yeah, I guess maybe it is. A 10-high blow-em-up bottle, and I'd call that a splash out of the past. Okay. That's the way it used to be. Scott Giesking here. Thank you, Scott, for bringing them along. Ladies and gentlemen, from the city of Breeze, their float called the Henriette. Representing, I guess you know how they got here in the first place. And right behind them, the Mater Dei Knights. Let's see if we can get those Mater Deians to give us a little music here. Mater Dei, how about some music?
Excuse me, Bob. Okay, you want to stand?
They won the Highland Trophy, Knights of Columbus.
Ladies and gentlemen, may we present to you the Knights of Columbus. And this represents a part of history that I think probably you all know about. This represents the Highland Railroad connection. Oh, that's right, these guys did. I'm sorry, changed the float on us. Even so, I guess it looks as though with that waterfall in there, and they do really have some running water, it looks like they've won the Highland Trophy.
Well, they won the Highland Trophy. That's for sure.
Sir Knight Bill Balke is there. Bill, thank you for coming along. We were looking for your railroad train. I don't know where that thing went. But anyway, congratulations. We're pleased to have you with us. I hope you're ready for this. Cover your ears. Irwin Wader brought a steam engine and a water tractor along. And when this thing decides to blow its top, you just want to be somewhere else. Hey, folks, up there by S. & Price Plumbing and Heating, I know we haven't been paying a lot of attention to you. We've been looking the other way, trying to make sure we got it all together. Are you having a good time up there? How's the parade up there around that corner? Okay? All right, how about down around this corner? Is it okay down here? All right. Believe it or not, this thing really works. There's the old version. There's the newer version. I'm sure glad you put rubber treads on that, because Mayor Payne would have had your butts on this new highway of his. may still, now that I think about it. All right, let me hear that whistle. Is that enough, or do you want some more? That's enough, huh? Okay. Can you look at that thing, huh? You talk about threshing. That's the way you're supposed to do it. I can just see the guys from Deck's Prairies out here.
I wonder if these guys have any puppies available.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Dalmatian Club. Here's William Tell. Are you really going to do it? Not at me. You're really going to do it right here in front of all these people? Go ahead. Wait a minute. Where do we get the camera on him? Have you got that apple up there? I don't even see the apple. Fire. I'll tell you something, youngster. You got more guts than I would. I don't trust him. That's a beautiful float. Thanks for bringing it out, guys. The Dalmatian Club. This is a group from St. Louis. And, of course, they represent what rides on the Clydesdale wagons. But these are the most beautiful and the most gentle dogs you've ever seen. And we're glad you brought them over today, guys. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
Next page.
Yeah, somebody up here, my granddaughter, wants to know if you got any puppies. Got any puppies for sale? Yeah, I'm sure you could. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present to you from Highland Shrine Temple of Southern Illinois, representatives and units of that group, and they are led here by Einad's Color Guard. Wes Ruffner is the leader of the organization. If you look, you'll see the flags depicting all of the countries of the shrine, United States, Canada, Mexico, as well as the flags of the temple itself. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Einad's brass band. Frank Mackey's over on the side here. Give me a little hand here. Come on, play along with him. Ladies and gentlemen, the illustrious Sir of Einad Temple for the year 1987, your sesquicentennial year, from Granite City, Illinois, illustrious Sir Randy Burton. Randy, will you put the umbrella down? Nobody can see you. You afraid you're going to melt? You're bad.
Randy.
I see.
Thanks for coming.
Randy Burton, folks, representing the shrine. And here's one of our very, very favorite floats, and I think probably you'll understand why. This is our floating boats from the Perry County Shrine Club. They are a shrine club of Einad too. And this is one of our favorite floats, and I hope it becomes one of yours. Hey, Nobles, thanks for bringing it up. It's beautiful.
First National Bank.
Well, I don't want you to think the rain is going to stop us, because it isn't. We're just trying to cool you down. Here's the first National Bank float, and that features our Centennial Queen, Mrs. Marie Winter Baker, and her court. Marie, give us a big hand or a big wave so we can see you.
1936.
There she is. Can you believe that?
1930.
And there's an old 1922 hook truck. Marie, you're beautiful. Your court is just marvelous. Thanks for all being back and being a part of our activity here. 1937 they represent. Here's another unit from Einod Temple. This is our group we call the Nuts and Bolts. We've got some antique and some old-time cars. We're pretty proud of them. We like to put them on parade for you. House of Plenty, that's right.
This is all nuts and bolts.
Yeah, maybe my car.
How about a hand for the 1937 Queen and her court? These are all Shriners and their families. And they've all restored these cars on their own. Well, that's a pretty Mustang, too. Obviously, you don't have any teenagers in the family. Here's one of our old trucks. This is used by the guy inside driving it as the doghouse when the gal inside won't let him in.
Victorian coach, House of Plenty.
A Victorian coach, and this is presented by the House of Plenty. And take a look at that horse, will you? Here's the 1912 Pet Milk Truck. You remember Pet Milk, do you? The first evaporated milk in the world. That all got started right here. Gary's store from Alhambra. And this is a little something that Don and the rest of them up there put together. A 1917 grain wagon. Del Korsmeyer used to own this thing. But Gary's store got it. They've put it all back together again. Oh, you got it. Okay. All right. Weber and Dammy. All right. Let me see. What's back there? Korsmeyer's family wagon. Okay. Now I got you.
Triad High School.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for a rather damp but wonderful Triad High School band? Come on.
Want to use that umbrella?
No, I'll take it. You don't have to hold it. I'll hold it.
So we take turns.
Okay, here comes the New Glarus Fire Department. Watch this. Watch what they do. Watch them. Look at this, will you? Look at this. Hey! These guys are from New Glarus, Wisconsin, which is almost a sister city of Highland, Illinois. Same kind of background, same kind of folks. And boy, when they get them all together at the same time, they have a ball. Hey, New Glarus, thanks for coming. I don't know if you out-of-towners have ever been, but if you never have, you should. Hit the original mineral springs at Oakville, Illinois. I'll tell you, they got a pool down there. It'll just tear you up. It is absolutely great. Ladies and gentlemen, may I present our keg patrol. These are Shriners from Laclede County Shrine Club in Lebanon, Missouri. And would you believe it? They're driving whiskey barrels. Watch them go. Pull your feet in, kids.
There's the best one that I brought. Yeah. But he doesn't want to use it.
Yeah, I know, you're getting a little wet, but that's all right. A little whiskey and water never hurt anybody, right?
I asked him.
Those are neat. I'll watch them do their work here, will you? Kids, get your toes in. Watch out. May we present to you, ladies and gentlemen, a whole portrait of scouting in Highland, Illinois from the very, very beginning. They're all here. All of them. From Cubbies and Brownies all the way up to the Eagles and the Scoutmasters. Everybody else. Just like a camping trip, ain't it?
Still some more scouts, Boy Scouts.
This group sponsored by St. Paul Holy Name. When they go camping, this is what they camp in. Now, that's not all bad. That's a little better than the tents we used to have to carry around.
Jerry, who is this?
Daisy Brownie Junior Cadets, Senior Girl Scouts. And they've been around for a long, long time.
Is this Senator Dixon?
Well, let's see who's in this car. Is Paul in there or Alan? Who's in there?
Brady Furniture Company, right here. Brady.
Okay.
3 antique cars.
Now, I want to know who's in that car. Is that the president himself, huh? Okay. I don't know why they're in a parade if they can't tell us who they are. I hope it's Al Dixon, because he said he was going to be here today.
Forget me not, Florist.
How do you like the flowers on this old-time automobile, huh? This is a 1929 Ford Sports Coupe. And I want you to pay particular attention to the rumble seat. A lot of nice things used to go on in rumble seats when we were kids. And here's a unit that I know you know very, very well. This is another Shrine unit, but it represents a group of Shriners from Madison, Clinton, and Bond County. We call them the McClybo Group, and they have chosen as their theme the circus and the animals and all that go with it. Ben Harpstrike's out there riding around, having himself a good time. Honka Ben. Oh, we got a rather rambunctious one here. Settle down in there. Take it easy. Just settle down. Will you relax? Just take it easy. There's a girl at the other end of the parade. How do you like these outfits, folks? Look at this, will you? Huh? Boy, I'll tell you something. If you think these things are hot in just regular times, you ought to be in one of those today when it's not only hot, but they're wet. They're all here. Hi, Ron.
Community lumber.
Which road's right
Hey, Jim. Oh, look at this. Look at this, will you? There's the way to go. Community Lumber Company is here, folks. They put together a neat little float. Pretty as a picture, and so is she. Ace Hardware Company, Community Lumber Company, they're all part of it. How do you like this old 41 Farmall tractor? And the old fella that's driving it, he's older than that.
These are the Ford from Wicks, Oregon. These are Martin Wicks vehicles here. Ralph Cor
All the folks that you see here are our our very special people, local businessmen. Ralph Cordy's in here, and let me see, Bill Basler and Martin Wick. Martin, are you driving that thing? Where did you get? Did they let you drive that thing? I'll be darned. Look at this, will you? These are all some great old cars, antique cars, and Wick's Organ Company sponsored them.
Russ Hoffman over there.
Yeah, there's Russ Hoffman. You remember him? He used to print bad money in this town. I think everybody remembers him. Cyril Spengle's there. Cyril from the Eagle Bank. And how do you like that new Eagle Bank, by the way, folks? Have you had a chance to see that? How about it? Dave Raycamper, Bob Yeagle's in here. Yeah, a few other guys in there. Mike Reifstaff, Dick Sandy. Have you been riding with the top down all the way? Good. I'm glad to see it. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for the real mayor of Highland, Guy Michael.
Hey! Hey,
Guy.
pictures of the front page of the Belleville paper today.
Guy is having his night out at the beer garden on Sunday night, so I hope you come. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Frank Watson, and I guess you knew he was going to be here sooner or later. We wondered where you were, Frank. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate it. Oh, and Ron Stevens right behind me. Good. Thanks, Ron. I got a question. Ron, how come Frank's walking and Frank's riding and you're walking, Ron? Why is that? Oh, you got the seniority on him. Okay. That makes sense. Well, we're about ready to really tear you up here. This is one of our very special units, our championship units, folks, from Highland. Highland Shrine Temple's Drum and Bugle Corps. Watch them. It's all double pace, double step, and they're going to blow you away. Give them a good hand when they come by, will you?
Want me to hold that for a while?
Yeah, I'm going to get something to drink. Let me see. I always forget.
I can't remember. Oh, Corral?
Yeah.
Corral? Corral, isn't it? C-A-R-R-I-L.
Okay, here we go. Drum Major's Larry Corral. He's got him going. Here we come, folks. Here's Einod's Drum and Bugle Corps. Get him going, Larry. How about a hand for him, folks?
Big A for Einod.
Here's some more representation from our Centennial group. Huron Garage has put together this little operation. And a lot of the folks in the 1937 Centennial Parade. That Model T truck, by the way, is Will Knebbles of Huron.
Harris here.
Who's this?
Roland Harris.
Hi, Raleigh. Roland Harris is here. Let's see, that car behind you is a 1926 Model T. Yeah, these are all put together by Knebel. Thanks.
No, it's Tim Hardy.
That old 35 tractor belongs to Art Fellhauer, though it was restored by Will Knebel of Huron also. And ladies and gentlemen, here's the Jamestown Band. This outfit's been around for more years than any of us want to talk about. But they too come to help us celebrate. And the old Cheshire Wagon from St. Louis, Missouri.
Drive forward. Rose your insurance.
They got the Percheron horses. They got all the pretty ladies. They got the whole bunch. They're sponsored by Rozier Insurance and by Tri-Ford. Eddie, good to see you. Hi, Monica. Kathleen, you're all looking super. Got all the kids there. Everybody's having a good time. I sure hope you folks got your cameras going today. I really do. I doubt you're ever going to see a parade quite like this again. The Highland Civic Women's Club and the Lions Club are sponsoring this float. It's called the Old Depot. You remember when Highland used to have a railroad depot like this?
Beautiful.
Huh? Very much like that. Dave Rodman brought along the John Deere to haul him along. Thanks, Dave, or John. We appreciate it. Or Dave, we appreciate it. Look at that. They got the old grain sack out there. And here are some of the gals. Soaking wet, aren't you? Worried about your hairdo, aren't you? Dress is heavy, isn't it? Don't worry about a thing. They're just going to have a good time today and the heck with it. Woodmen of the World put this one together. They've got their kids marching around in the middle of it all. Bob Buskey has got the old Oliver Row Crop 70, and he's driving. Thanks, Bob. Hi, kids from WOW. 80 years now, huh? 80 years. Boy, oh, boy.
Deal.
Pony mules and carts. Well, let's see. These come to us from Clarence Waldering of Beaver Prairie. And they're sponsored by Broadway Tavern, PJ's Lounge, and Popeye's Saloon. That makes a lot of sense. Figures that's where I'd expect to see a lot of you guys, huh? What do you got in that wagon? Anything today? Just candy, okay. Look at this, will you? Isn't this a dirty trick? This big old heavy guy sitting in that wagon and this little old pony is pulling him. Now that's a dirty trick. And look at this one behind him. That's even worse. Two little tiny ponies. You guys ought to get off, put the ponies in the cart, and you pull them a while.
Here. Highland business professional woman here.
Okay, here's the BPW. By golly, they're all there today. Business and Professional Women's Club, and that's an old country farm wagon. And that's about the only thing old about the BPW anymore. They're doing well. Thanks for coming out, ladies. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys, for bringing them along. Let's see what I got here. That's a 1931 Chevrolet. That's beautiful. 31 Chevrolet. What are you two doing in that rumble seat? Huh? We can't see. What are you doing in there? That's what I thought. St. Anne's Alder Society has brought this float in here today. Take a look at it. It's kind of unique. It's a sort of a boat, a sort of a stagecoach, sort of an everything in there. You guys go camping in that, do you? I wouldn't be a bit surprised. Nybauer's Meat Market is here. This is the way they used to deliver that good homemade sausage. There's another example, of two little tiny ponies pulling a heck of a lot of weight. I tell you. That guy does a lot of visiting to Nybauer's, folks. You can tell. You can really tell.
Arabian horses.
We've got 3 matched grays, 4 matched grays, Arabian horses here today. And they are down here from the Magic Carpet Stables in Alhambra, Illinois. They are beautiful. Ladies, I hope the rain doesn't hurt your costumes. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Beautiful.
Aren't they pretty? Very nice. Thanks, ladies. Appreciate it. Notice also not only the beauty of the horses, but the beauty of the costumes. Highland Home, the golden years. Look at this, will you? Let's see who's in that one. They're celebrating their 75th.
Bosler Electric right here in front of you.
Let's see who's running that thing today. Oh, okay, Rozier is. All right, good. Bosler Electric got this old outfit together. It's a 3-seat Surrey.
Highland.
And we got members of the Highland Saddle Club right behind there. And some more of the periods. You got one sound asleep in there in the middle seat, huh? Okay. tell you what, son, just hold on. We'll get that Frisbee in a moment. Wait till the horses get by. We don't want you to spook them. And you'll have time.
This is supposed to be Michael's Swiss Inn, but no, this is First Congregational Church.
Ladies and gentlemen, representatives from the First Congregational Church, and I want you to pay particular attention to the stained glass.
They get the most original trophy.
Yeah, this is giving them the most original trophy. And the presentation made here, that is just beautiful. The beauty of all of this is that all that stained glass was handmade by them. Thanks for coming out, and congratulations. First Congregational Church.
Hillsboro High School Band.
They come to us from Hillsboro, folks. That's the band down the line. This is the Edwardsville Municipal Band right here.
See that sign, most original trophy?
Does this look like a high school band to you?
No. Well. They slipped the colors to us.
Well, I got to tell you, we're pretty proud of that band. Their concerts that they present here in the park. Give them a good hand, folks, because they represent the cultural side of Highland that a good many other citizens don't have. How about a hand, please, for the Edwardsville Municipal Band?
31.
Got a 1931 Model T. 34. Okay. Tom Shell Service brought that one up. That's another one of our classics. St. Louis Motor Coach. This is the way it used to be, folks.
Colony Liquor.
And look at that. Whole lot of folks into the sponsorship of this. Hirsch Tavern, Chuck's Tavern, Colony Liquor. We're glad you all came.
Chuckers.
They use that now as a free shuttle
Chuckers on the square.
around the St. Louis area. Take them around the Muni Opera, places like that. Here's one we thought you'd really get a kick out of. The Sunset Beach Club put this little package together, and this represents Michael's Swiss Inn. How do you like the color and the picture on this, huh? And the Diamond Mineral Springs from up there at Grand Fork, up on the hill.
Hi, Norma.
And Norma Rinderer's marching along in there. Norma, good to see you. Hi, kids. Isn't that a pretty float? Norma, your hair looks beautiful.
Monday morning's coming. Monday morning's coming.
There's another one of our favorite shrine organizations.
How many more you got, Sheriff?
This is the original, coming up here, the original Fire Patrol. And I think you'll get a kick out of them. You probably know a lot of them.
Klaus Furniture. The next one. Klaus Furniture. This will be the Queens that she presents the next one. The Queens show.
I don't think there's been a parade anywhere in southern Illinois that this group hasn't appeared at. The original Tin Lizzies, and they come to us from Vandalia, Illinois. And they represent probably one of the most active shrine clubs anywhere. Kids, get your feet in. Get your feet in. We're going to have a little maneuver in here. Right. Jerry, you're beautiful. Thank you. How do you like that? And to the little lady right across the street who just got sprayed from the wheels, we're sorry about that, but what the heck, it's all part of a parade anyway. You'd sort of expect it. I think Steve Schmidt, Chevrolet Olds, is sponsoring here. Got a 1917 Chevy Roadster, a 1922 Stutz touring car. Boy, and that's something special. That's marvelous. How many miles do you get to a gallon on that thing? Do you really? 10? That's not bad. And here's the original and the only sports car in the United States of America, the Chevrolet Corvette. What year? 55. Okay, that was the original year. Isn't that beautiful?
It really is.
And National Food has got the Horseless Carriage Car Club here today. And they bring all of that in. And employees of National are in there. Good to have you with us, kids. Thanks for coming out today. We appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, from Highland, Illinois, the Alhambra Grotto in St. Louis, the John Ford Highland Pipe Band.
Well, the rain stopped.
Authentic in every detail, authentic in their instruments, and authentic in their costumes. It's exactly the way it is, and exactly the way it was.
This is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Garden Class.
I don't know whether you've had an opportunity to meet these two, but ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to present to you the little Mr. and Miss Highland of 1987. Zach Foss, he's the son of Mr. and Mrs. Gordon Foss, and Noreen Slack, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Dan Stack. Now, how about a hand for Mr. and Miss Highland, Illinois? Small version, right there.
This next one, we got 3 businesses sharing it. Top cleaners.
We thought you'd get a kick out of this, too. This represents a certain time in Highland history. Larry's Tire and Battery and Cock Cleaners and wallpapers ready to go. They put it all together to sponsor this, to show you how it used to was. Long time ago. Let me see, we got some kids in there. Kyle Cock, Larry Cock, Heidi Cock, let me see, Carrie, Lauren Gall, Jean Gall, Larry Cock, they're all in there. They got the whole crowd. Vicky's and the store put together this special operation here, and the Highland News Leader has got the old covered wagon.
Let's see.
Now I'm going to have you do something. Hey. Hey, Gutzler. Hey, Gutzler. Turn off the music a minute. Hold the music. Yeah, hold the music a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to call this to your attention, too. Tomboy and Highland Truby put this together. They sponsored the bandwagon. And I want you to know that riding along here are Highland's only ever triplets. In 150 years, Highland has only had one set of triplets, and there they are. Janet and Jean and Jim.
Shoulder to wing.
That is a heck of a record. Yeah, the kids are in the back. The whole thing is put together, and we want you to go ahead and play the music now, if you will.
The parents are Joey and Wayne.
Oh, yeah, parents of Joey and Wayne. Are they in there? No, that's all right. You triplets are the ones who count. Thanks for stopping. We appreciate it. Now, Ralph Cordy bought this thing, decided it needed a little sprucing up, so he painted it. He's got over $2 million in that one little wagon. And if you believe that, I got a bridge to sell you over in East St. Louis. Anyway, that's an old grain wagon. Artex International steps up here with just about all the color you would expect they would have.
It's two-seat Surrey.
Huh? How do you like that Surrey that they're pulling along there? Look at that, will you?
I guess we're gonna get wet. Clydesdales are in the cup. Did they get wet?
Highland Historical Society. Now, will you look at these little ponies, will you?
They said the Clydesdales got wet waiting.
I heard.
And they do get the Friendship Trophy. Look at those cute ponies.
Well, I tell you, we're going to have to be a disappointment to you. The Clydesdales horses got wet. It became too slippery for them to walk. They're not going to be able to parade for us today here. They are available for you to see out at the fairground. We're sorry for all of that. And I know the people at Anheuser-Busch are too.
City Councilman.
The horses would be just as happy to be walking as they would to be locked up in there.
City Council.
Even so, give them a hand, will you, ladies and gentlemen? And they win the Good Neighbor Trophy. Thank you very much. Lester Hoog, the councilman's up in there. I saw Les a little while ago. At least they got the doors open, and you may have an opportunity to say hi to a couple of them. World famous Budweiser Clydesdales, folks, and we're really, really sorry we couldn't get them to march today.
Tell us. Here's the president of the Rotary Club. His wagon didn't show up. You know Dr. McDonald over here and his daughter? Hi, Doc. We got $300 worth of flyers and no wagon to put them on. Come on up.
Yeah, we got a couple of them who think they're marching. That's all right.
Come on up. We're going to work this afternoon. I got to work.
Doggone it, I sure wish we could have had them here, out on the street. Well, it's like I told you at the beginning, folks. Things don't work out. We got 150 years to think about it before we do it again. I'll bet you we'll get them in.
We got $300 worth of flyers and our wagon didn't show up.
Ladies and gentlemen, representatives of the Sesquicentennial's Board of Directors, and I'll try to run through the names if I can. Art Schutz, Hal Winter, Benton and Fern Schneider, and Bob Hellage is driving. And the white Buick, let me see, Judy Loyette, Peg Bellum, Pat Johannes, and Darwin Weiss is driving. And Darwin, we want to thank you for all of the things that you've done for us. We are most appreciative, you and WINU.
Steve Holt's in the car.
There's Steve Holt, the editor, in the front seat.
First, Steve. Oh, yeah, okay. Steve Holt is also the editor of the Highland News Leader. And Steve, I hope you don't mind, but I've taken quotes out of your article about the value of all of this to the city. I hope you don't mind, because I really believe as you do. This city and the people who live here have benefited more from this Sesquicentennial than any other single thing that could have ever happened. You will enjoy the benefits of this affair for years and years to come.
and Homestepper in the front.
Let's see, we got Jerry Gentman and Jim Luber and Jane Luber and Jay Belanger and one car there.
Homestepper's here.
Okay, Kathy's in there too. Kathy Belanger, Ann Hunsdorfer, Elaine Iberg, Hayden Young.
Here's George Gibbons.
George Gibbons.
Jay Belanger.
Okay, Jay's in there too. I'm just going off the list they gave me. I can't go fast as you can. Former Mayor and Mrs. Steve are here. City Treasurer Sherm Hebrank is here. I guess you're on in there somewhere. Councilman Alan Roots and his family. And clerk is Emily Messerly. And there's Em right there. How do you get to drive around in a Corvette? You making that much money in this town?
Here's
Son of a
Sherm
gun.
Hebrank, the treasurer.
And our city councilor, Alan Roots. Good to see you, Cher. Alan, thanks for coming out. Thanks for bringing the sunshine. I don't quite know how you did that, but we appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Highland Gymnastic Club. Now watch what they do. Take it easy, kids. You got some wet surfaces here. Okay, watch now. Everyone gets a little tougher. Look at this. They'll probably do a little bit more as the surface dries off just a little bit. Cordy and Luchon Excavating are here. Oh, good heavens.
Hey, hey!
Hey, look at this, will you?
Hey, hey, look at that.
That's kind of interesting. I'm sorry we interrupted your bath today, darling, but what the heck? A parade's a parade, right?
Well, she doesn't have to worry about getting wet. That's right, Sherry.
Here's Hope Lutheran Church, folks. And how do you like this slide? Isn't this a beautiful thing? Now we got some more of the gang here from the Highland Saddle Club.
Who is that, Sherry? Klaus Furniture?
Becky Sheer Magic brought this one in. Hi, Beck. Thanks for coming out. Pretty parade, pretty float, and a pretty horse.
This is the Queen.
Oh, here we get a big kick.
Klaus Furniture. And they get the Queen's Trophy. From Sherry Zoki.
Okay, now that the music has stopped, these people get the Queen's Trophy. This is the circus theme, folks, from Klaus Furniture. Queen Lauren Trophy. And they make a lot of music as they go along. How about a hand for them?
That band they got going in there.
That's the Tyroleans from the other night.
Very good.
Boy, that is a beautiful float. Well, I don't know where the mayor went. He was supposed to join us here. I would guess probably he will before it's all said and done, but we got a break in the parade, so if there's some candy out there you kids didn't get, this is the time to get it.
There goes Bob Lamb.
If you want to cross the street, that's all right, you can do that. We got a couple of minutes here.
What's happening?
We're going to show you some old cars. We got the Sweet Adelines yet to come. That's the gals barber shoppers. Our Shrine Motor Patrol is going to be here. But we'll take just a little bit of a break in the parade and let you catch your breath, and we'll do the same.
Hi there. How you doing, Bill? You want Bob in this too? Bob, come over here and smile, please. We're gonna have our picture taken over here. You know Sherry's brother here. Hi, how are you?
Not quite what happened.
I'm with P&L Disposal. I pick up the trash. Well, thank God. Thank God.
Homer's son.
Thank God you don't have
He picks up your trash every week.
Tell me when you want us out there.
That's Sherry's brother.
Harry, I know.
So sorry about that.
What's the earliest you can buy on Monday? What's that say? 8 o'clock? 6 o'clock?
You'll probably afternoon.
From now on? Sure.
Well,
Kirkenfest. Gonna be given.
Hey, folks, if you haven't had enough fun this weekend, I want you all to come back and win this very automobile at St. Paul's annual Kirkenfest. That's next weekend. And St. Paul's has brought you Mickey and Minnie. Have a little party, kids.
How you doing, buddy?
Here's the old 1940 Chevrolet. Bill Hartley put this one together for us. 39 Dodge pickup truck, 1939. Can you believe that? Highland Auto Parts. '59 Chevrolet convertible.
Jerry Wenzel.
Jerry Wenzel told us he was going to bring this. No, that's not the 59. That's a 41. That's a 41, Jerry. You can't kid me. Look at that, will you?
Jerry's wife.
Boy, that's beautiful. And ladies and gentlemen, one of the Gateway organizations, one of the great singing organizations, we call them Gateway Sounds. These are the Sweet Adelines. Sweet Adelines who sing barbershop for us. They're sponsored by EF Trucking and Highland Motors. Here's our Einot Patrol motorcycles from Einot Shrine Temple, Southern Illinois. Pull your feet in, kids. Come on, we don't want to lose any toes.
Burning clips on the end. Secretary of the Lodge in Granite City.
I do want you to know a lot of you support the Shrine organizations. You support our Shrine Casey dance and all that sort of thing, but just so you don't get the wrong idea, the money that you see represented here in these motorcycles is not money that you have donated. This is all personally purchased by the Shriner himself. It's his job to buy it, his job to maintain it. So don't ever get the idea that if you donate to the Shrine for any kind of Shrine activity or for the Shriners Hospital, that we're using it to buy motorcycles. It just is not so. Highland Community Church is here today, and they've got a 1959 Chevrolet convertible. How do you like that? No, that's a Chevrolet truck. It's not a 39. What year is it? He's not sure either. Well, I don't know what they did with the convertible, but they brought the truck instead.
Eagle Bank.
Here's one we thought you'd really like. Ladies and gentlemen, Eagle Bank presents its float, We the People of the United States. We're pretty proud and happy that that one's out here today. And all of us at Eagle are glad to have been a part of the presentation. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you get some good pictures.
Diego Manufacturing, next page, right here.
The Yeagle people are here, and they've brought this float. And right up on top, representative of one of their motors that are used worldwide. This organization supplies electrical component parts for all over the world itself. Super Values here. They got a new Ranger truck, and the kids are all part of it there. Catholic Knights and Ladies came, and they presented this float for you. I know your side of the street over there, the north side, is probably getting pretty warm. We can understand that, but you'll have a chance to cool off again. There are some more clouds moving in before it's all said and done. Ronald McDonald is here, kids. You just don't hardly see a parade these days, but what old Ronald shows up. And Ronald, we're glad to have you. Thanks for Ronald McDonald House, and thanks for all the work you do for the benefit of the kids and their parents. We appreciate it. Good to have you with us. Okay, we got a bit of a break here, folks, and while we do, why don't you stand up and take a little stretch? Because the next one coming through here is the O'Fallon Township High School Band. Ladies and gentlemen, the O'Fallon High School Tigers Band. Panthers. I'm going to try to keep those Panthers playing all the way through if I can. Oh, that's right. They're going to the Rose Bowl, folks. So give them a big hand. O'Fallon Panthers. Hi, Vince. How about a hand, folks, for O'Fallon's Panthers?
Lawn Rangers from Arcola are coming right now, sir. Lawn Rangers. Look at that.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know you've seen a lot of marching units. I'm not sure that you've ever seen a precision lawn mowing team, but here they are, Coors Light Lawn Rangers. Watch them work.
Can you believe this?
Who are these guys?
The lawnmowers. Just fun group.
Oh, it isn't an organization.
No, it's just a fun group.
How about that?
Look at that John.
They come to us from Arcola, folks. How about a hand for the Lawn Rangers?
Oh, dear.
Well, the Kirk Duke Allen Roadshow people are here with us tonight, this afternoon. And if you've ever seen this group, you'll know what they are. If you haven't, you better. They're among the top young entertainers anywhere. You ever see that group show up somewhere, you better go see them. Swiss Gift Shop. I want you to take a look at that. They were really going to put together a special kind of a Precious Moments train, and they were unable to do it the way they wanted to do it because they had some 5-foot-tall figurines that got damaged in shipment. And so they came up with the best they could, and this is not all bad. The old farm cartage truck. Jerry Cosentino wanted to be remembered to all of us. You're just taking it easy in there, aren't you?
The Rolling Nobles.
And ladies and gentlemen, another one of Highland Temple's shrine units. These are the Rolling Nobles from Granite City, Illinois. Hey kids, pull your feet in. Come on now. They do some pretty street-wide activities, so watch them.
You're right.
I'll bet you that was the biggest jam up down there with all those units reporting in about 8 or 9 o'clock.
I'm surprised they're doing as what was in there.
See the police.
Come on up, Bill. Come on up.
Hey, Bob. I'll take a shot at the new City Hall and the clock. They want to mention it.
Okay.
You might want to interview the chief and see how traffic is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I wonder if you've had an opportunity to see the new City Hall, the new clock tower. I'd like to know how you feel about it. Well, you know, I live in what's called rural Highland, and I've had an opportunity to see that thing go up, and I know about the some of the discussions that went on beforehand and all. But I must tell you, just as an observer, and again referring to Steve Holt's column, now that the decision had been made and now that everybody decided to go and go along with it, look at what has happened to Highland, Illinois just this summer in celebration of the Sesquicentennial. You have a beautiful town to begin with. It is more beautiful now than it ever was. You've made some beautiful additions, and this is a town, a city of which you can be most proud. And you should be. Give yourselves a pat on the back.
I want to say hello to the chief of police here.
How are you?
Bill Paris.
Stay with me. Let me get through a couple of things. Stay
do whatever you.
I just came back to watch what I could of the parade.
Oh, I invited you to come
I missed
up.
it all.
I invited you to come up.
St. Joseph's Hospital put this one out, folks, and we thought you'd get a kick out of it because it represents a little bit of everything from our town. The theme is simply, we're here when you need us, and indeed they are. Sister Mary Chang, Sister Helene, and all the kids.
We're about down here.
Ladies and gentlemen, another unit from Highland Temple. These are the Rolling Nobles and their tri-wheelers. Pull your toes in, kids.
Hi, Dave. How you doing? Bob, you know what they're doing to us? We're losing our continuity of the program. We're putting units in between.
Yeah, that's all right.
You know Dr. McDonald.
I do.
Hi, Jack. How you doing? Oh, yeah, it's warm. Hey, Gil. Nice.
Hey, listen, the lawsuit on it. My folks didn't find it.
The mayor would have come back. The other people that get sat up here and kind of see it. These people walk by, they all salute like the mayor. Somebody's up here and nobody's up here. They turn and salute. Pretty good. I say I wish the mayor was up there because these people, these marching units, they all salute him. He's not here to receive it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are the sharpshooters. Virgil Strader and the company. Oh, yeah. You tell us. Oh, yeah? Watch out for Mac. Faith Countryside brought along some of its folks so that they might see and be a part of the parade, and we're happy to have them. Ralph Cordy Construction Company put this together, and a replica of our new clock tower here in Highland. They brought some of the Cordy kids and some of the Cordy folk. And there's the old Shot Brewery in there, too. You remember them? Huh?
Looks like something just built. Probably all over the 40.
I'm told you can still buy a six-pack or two of Schrott Brew. Walmart, ladies and gentlemen, has put together this float. And you know their theme, what's important is you, and indeed it is. Happy birthday, Highland, from the folks at Walmart.
Ask Bill how
I do. I
control was.
I do, yeah. But I haven't got time yet. Just keep them up there. Oh, don't go yet, folks. We got a lot more coming. Royal Neighbors of America here. Bob and Blanche Dreemeyer put this one together, and they got some members of the group driving along with them. They've been here for a while.
You're welcome to stay.
Beeline Systems. How do you like this bunch of little bees? Thought maybe you might get a kick out of this float.
Memphis, in St. Louis, Illinois.
And ladies and gentlemen, from East St. Louis, Illinois, who came to help us celebrate, the Phantom Cadet Drum and Bugle Corps. Here they are. Highland Animal Shelter, folks. This is something we've just gotten started in our town, and I sure hope you pay attention to it. Do us a favor, will you? Don't just dump your pet, take your pet. And if you're looking for a pet, check the shelter first. Highland Masonic Temple is here. They've been in Highland since 1868. They are there in their Masonic regalia, representatives of the Job's Daughters, DeMolay, and they're also John Willie Masonic Temple of Highland. Good to have you with us. We have in this organization of ours, the Shrine, a Silver Lake Shrine Club that is based here in Highland, and here are some of the representatives of that organization. We get together about once a month, and we plan on activities for Shriners and the circus, and some special things for hospitals, and of course the Shrine Casey dance. Highland Winnet came in here. Wouldn't you believe they brought one of their airplanes with them? Actually, this is a glider, a soarplane. They've been able to break it down to some extent, but they wanted you to see what really goes on out at Highland Winnet. The Soaring Club, St. Louis Soaring Club, belongs and flies right here. And that's what they fly, folks. That is one beautiful machine, and I hope sometime you get a chance to fly. Check the folks out at Winnet.
1950 pickup.
Bill Popkins tells me this is a 1950 pickup. That's the other one that Jerry Wenzel had that we had told you were supposed to be in a little bit early. Muni Trucking is here.
Beautiful. I wish I had it.
Muni Trucking, Muni Excavating, Muni Landscaping. This is the old lady who lived in a shoe. She does look a little sad about everything, doesn't she?
They say that's good.
Got the Highland Square dancers here? Yeah, the Highland Squares. They're going to do a little stepping and fanciness for us here. Most of them were out at the beer garden last night. They will be there tonight and again Sunday night, and they invite you to come out and join them. Now just listen and follow along. Glenn Flocker's Cycle Club. Yeah, we thought you'd get out a pretty good kick out of this one, too. These are some old Cushman scooters. Do you remember these? Take a look.
Trying to schedule this is Central High School band from Breeze. Look there in August. He said that.
Ladies and gentlemen, they brought them up from Breeze, Illinois. This is one of the neatest marching bands in the area, too. We thought maybe you'd like to see them. From Breeze, the Central Marching Cougars. Give them a Highland welcome when they come on by.
I'm going to get Bill in after them, because we got a break in the band.
Okay, Cougars, you're on camera. Here they are, folks, from Breeze.
Yeah, no, they ain't lucky. Nobody's seen them there. We paid them, but I don't know whether. Truthfully, I don't even know if people
Look at this guy in a wheelchair here. Look at this guy in a wheelchair.
want you to know that when you're in the band, you're in the band, whether you break a leg or not. Look at this young fellow over here on the south side in the back row. Central High School Band from Breeze, Illinois, folks. And the Highland Optimists. And their floating theme is Friend of Youth. They've got some of the charter members and some of the kids with them. While we got a little bit of a break in the parade, I just wanted to say hello to Highland Police Chief Bill Pierce. Bill, what kind of a traffic problem have you had, and what are you expecting getting out from the parade and over to the fair?
Well, we had a little problem getting into town this morning, but if you'll just be patient, everybody will get out. I didn't get to see much of the parade, but I'll tell you, this is a super group of fans that come out here and sit out in the rain. They're terrific.
What rain? We haven't had any rain. Have we had any rain around here? Oh, see? We haven't had any rain.
Must have been my windshield washer.
Okay. But you've got plenty of help to get some of our visitors back on highways and all that sort of thing, because I know from here they're going to go out to Lindendale Park.
Yeah, that's where we want them to go. Come out and enjoy the festivities with us the rest of the day and the evening, and again tomorrow. Stay overnight if you can. For those of you that have to leave, just please be patient. We'll get you out. We've got a lot of help. We'll get you out of town.
Thanks, Bill. Chief of Police of Highland, Bill Pierce, and I think he pretty well set it up for you. We've got some representation from Gail's Reflections. I want you to particularly watch the little ones. The little ones work harder, and it's only because they have to. They have to stretch further to keep up with everybody, but watch them. You'll get a kick out of this. Watch.
Say, I go 2 different times on that Volks one tomorrow morning. One says 6 and one says 7. I'm going to go over 6. That's the button to do my little dance set. I'm going to walk 7 times. No.
The Performing Arts Studio, ladies and gentlemen, from the Edwardsville area. And we've got them represented from all over, and we do believe in starting them young. Take a look at this, will you? How about that? This little one in the back over here, she just doesn't seem a whole lot interested in much. Yep.
That's nice.
Everybody give a great big applaud hand here, will you please, to Highland Ready Mix. That's one of those old Hoog concrete trucks right there. Here's one of the new ones. There's the old one.
Top of page 28. Go to the top of page 28.
I think Lester Hoog is riding in that old one. He's supposed to be. Yeah, I think these guys do it a little more efficiently than those guys. Hey, we've got an opportunity here to check out a few of the cars. And also to say hello to Jamie Darlene Converse. Jamie is from Marine, Illinois, and she's got more doggone trophies than you can believe. She's got one of them in there right now. Yeah, Big Jim's driving. 1987 national champion.
Hi, Jim.
Universal. Okay, I got you. Well, they got out the Ford Mustang convertible from 1968. That looks pretty good. Tell Larry thanks. Appreciate it. Got Buddy Petker's 1957 Chevy here. And ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for the Mascoutah High School Band?
That's about the best Chevy ever made.
Beta Sigma 5's here today, and look at that, will you? Boy, you all look beautiful today. Thank you. Here's the front runner, the TWA Bullocks Starcraft.
This is Ron, the manager of the telephone company here.
That's that Indianapolis 500, and I wanted you to know a little bit about that before we pass it up. If I can find it in here.
Notes got all that. Look at the stages of this.
Dwayne Carter's the guy who drives that thing. And he's been all involved in racing at Indy for a long, long time. We're happy he brought that one through. Trionics came in. And when you look at what they've got there, I think that's a drill. It's either a drill or it's some kind of a...
This is the manager of the telephone company here.
That's got to be a drill. I just hope the good dentist here in town doesn't get a hold of that.
Dwayne Carter sent that up to you.
Yeah, Dwayne brought this up. And who brought this up?
The manager of the telephone company.
Oh, the manager of the phone company was here. Okay, good. We have another shrine unit, folks. This is the Alhambra Motor Patrol. They come to us from St. Louis. How do you like these little Mack trucks, folks? Oh, if only the big 18-wheelers out on Highway 70 going to work were about this size. Be a heck of a lot easier. Highway Ford Truck Sales is here from St. Louis, Missouri, and they brought their old delivery truck along with them.
Chamber of Commerce. Oh, it better be. Highland Jabine. Trading Circuit Judge.
Oh, this takes you back to the old courthouse days, folks. Back when the judge used to come to town to see how things were. Now, here he is, Judge Semple. Well, that reminds us, do you really still need trial jurors for the 15th? No, you don't. 1837.
Carlisle, Sesquicentennial.
Yeah, don't forget, among other things, we got the Carlisle Sesquicentennial to go to. Today also, when you get finished up here, perhaps in between events, you might want to go over to Germantown. They've got their Spassenfest going today. Freeburg's got a little homecoming. And just up the street from here, Grand Fork has got its homecoming this weekend. So I think probably there ought to be enough for all of you to do. The folks from Edgecliff are here. And they bring in their television satellites of various sizes, shapes, and forms. And the grooming and boarding parlor where most of the old dogs go, and some of the young ones too, doggone. They put together a little Indian theme for us.
All the way over.
Oh, it's over there.
Gee, we lost continuity. That's the proper word.
Dick Jacobs has brought his old machine along here today.
Hi, Rich.
Oh, the Helvetia Township Supervisor, Tom Buckheim, is here.
Funny picture of a cow.
Tom, you ought to talk to your assessor. And Helvetia Township has a senior citizen transportation organization, and that's here today. And Schleifer's Dairy Farm. And I love that theme. Forget what all those doctors on KMOX radio tell you about. There's no cholesterol in milk at all. Drink it and enjoy it. Remember, your grandfathers and grandmothers did a good job, and they lived a heck of a lot longer than you're going to.
He says there's a real cow in there. Yeah. To the rear of it. One I could make out, a black and white Holstein.
Well, there's one facing each way.
Oh, they got two little, looks like they got a couple of Holstein calves in there, and they're just sort of taking it easy, sleeping their way through the whole parade. That's not a bad idea. Larry, are those your babies? Are they? Okay.
That's a pretty float.
Here's our birthday cake float. How do you like this one, folks? Comes from Bergsman Taylor in St. Jacob. Now, you got to admit, that's a unique float.
It really is.
Highlands Women's Club is here with the officers up there. Got the picket fence represented. Oh, and there's Maria, the lady that sang our opening song for the opening ceremonies. Thanks, Maria. You got two parts today, huh? And here's the guy I always get a big kick out of, the chimney sweep. I'm just sorry he's not there at representing the end of a job. Oh, there he is. There he is. How come you're so clean? No work today. Day off today. Okay. Ron Lawrence, the chimney sweep. Here's Miss Clinton County. Sherry, you're beautiful.
I'll vote for her.
Yeah, everybody on the stand says they'll vote for you. Brown Realtors decided to put this together. Swiss Castle.
Look at that, Bob, a 1929 Model C.
Yeah, I'm not sure that tractor isn't probably the most impressive thing we've seen in the parade. An old Case tractor from 26, a Model C. Well, the folks from Miller High Life are here, and you knew they would be, didn't you? And here's old Father Time, folks. There's no parade anywhere that Father Time doesn't show up at. From Paul's Produce in St. Louis. Hi, Paul. Well, we're getting down to the wrap-up here. And I sure hope you folks had a good time at the parade. Remember what Chief Pierce said. Take it easy trying to get anywhere. Be patient. We'll get you all where you're going. Here's the U.S. Sesquicentennial Highland Chamber of Commerce. Bob Bastia up front. That's a beautiful float. And Bigfoot wraps it all up.
Hey, Floyd!
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for coming out. Hope you have a ball. Thanks for keeping the rain off us.
Rosé!
And now we'll see you over at Lindendale because the festivities are about to begin anew. Have a ball. Happy birthday, Highland.
12:37, I got. Hi, Dave. Hi, guys. Robert. Hi, Bill. Hi, Dave. How are you? Go give me a tripod with me. Take the chain and the post on the other side of the brick. Go ahead. Okay, Dennis.
Good afternoon. We're here at the Clydesdales. They're prepping the Clydesdales for their little show this afternoon for us. They're going to walk around Lindendale Park. They've got the hair all braided and they look like they're about ready to go here.
Just to, normally get the guy's name and procedures.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me.
Are we going to be right in their way? Yeah, it's on. The harnesses.
Excuse me, people. We're going to have you clear back here.
Go.
So all you people
They're gonna, ready to bring the horses out? Okay, Jim, move.
So they're ready to bring them out this way?
They'll bring them out whichever way we want to get them. They're coming out. They're going to bring the one out just a little bit. Come on, you guys can have to back up, okay? Excuse me.
Okay, you're gonna undo it and I'm gonna grab the tripod.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna they're trying to get through.
Excuse
Go that way.
me.
Oh, okay, they're going through here. Ready?
This side of it right here.
I'm going to walk back. Kind of people I'm going to walk back.
Mom, I guess that one has got the thing on it or something. Those are all the horses that you get down. That's where the saddle's got the top. That's the top. A dog. Is that Bob?
Oh, watch it.
Bring it, Mama. Got more battery? What about batteries?
I got one on there.
Good one.
I think.
It should be. Bring the card up, Norma.
That's fine. Okay. Maybe you could give us a little information about the Clydesdales and what it all goes about and why sometimes you don't put them in parades and why you do and why what decides on the hitching. And
the reason yesterday was because of the rain. We were all hitched up and it started to rain, and I asked about the weather report and they thought it was going to continue, so we can't go in the rain.
Is that because the road is slick, or is it because they just have a tendency to get sick? Or
no, it wouldn't bother the health of the horses so much as they could slip and fall on the pavement.
Yeah,
the lines get real wet and then you can't hold them. Mm-hmm. And you don't know what the weather's going to do. It could turn into a real bad storm, and it's going to take us a while to get unhitched, and something could happen. And there's so many factors in it that, and the harness is worth $48,000, and you kind of hate to get that wet.
And also, too, how long have they been hitching the horses?
Since 1933.
Since 1933, and then they've been taking them to the fairs and so forth?
Yeah, we do a lot of fairs, parades, and things. About 200 a year.
200 a year?
I forgot to pay that. I asked
No, we got plenty of time to get here.
No, that's where they're selling. That's it.
I mean now. You said we could watch it. Did you take that? Yeah, really.
Looks like we're cooling off in the shade there, bud, huh? Like they're getting anxious.
Keep them clean.
Back up past the trucks. You're going to have to move away from the trucks.
Come on, Norma.
Back behind the truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clear back to the side. There you go. Back up.
Where's Ray Morris?
doing good, Jimmy.
In 1860, Eberhard Anheuser acquired a small, debt-ridden brewery in South St. Louis, which had begun operation 8 years before. The following year, Anheuser's daughter, Lily, married a young St. Louis brewery supplier named Adolphus Busch. Young Adolphus joined his father-in-law's brewery as a salesman, later becoming a partner and eventually earning his position as the one who took the faltering local brewery and built it in his own lifetime into an industry giant. Adolphus Busch is considered the founder of Anheuser-Busch. Busch was a pioneer with his rail-side ice houses, refrigerated rail cars, and the use of pasteurization in the brewing process. In 1876, the far-sighted Busch collaborated with his close friend, Carl Conrad, to create a new beer brand, Budweiser. Using time-consuming traditional methods and only the finest barley malt, hops, and rice. It was an immediate success, followed by Michelob, introduced in 1896 as a draft beer for connoisseurs. With his flair for promotion, Busch gave out pocket knives with a picture of himself inside a peephole in the handle. His brewery became a showplace as his red and green wagons pulled by the finest of horses delivered premium beer throughout the city. A natural salesman with fine quality products, Busch pushed annual sales past the 1 million barrel milestone in 1901. August A. Busch Sr. took charge of the company when his father died in 1913 and was met with 3 immediate crises: the First World War, Prohibition, and the Great Depression. As Prohibition stopped beer production, Busch steered the company into other endeavors, producing corn products and ice cream while introducing commercial refrigeration units and even truck bodies. He also introduced Bevo, a non-alcoholic malt-derived beverage, as well as a number of carbonated soft drinks. August A. Busch Jr. succeeded his brother Adolphus Busch III and led the company as it built 8 branch breweries, pushed sales to 34 million barrels, introduced Busch beer, and increased corporate diversification. August A. Busch III, after 20 years' experience in every major facet of the business, was elected president in 1974. Then, in 1977, he was elected chairman of the board. Under his leadership, the company continues to solidify its position as a leader of the U.S. brewing industry. Now here are some facts about the Clydesdales. In early April 1933, the Budweiser Clydesdales 8-horse hitch proudly thundered down Pestalozzi Street in front of the brewery. The magnificent animals were a gift from August A. Busch Jr. to his father to mark the end of Prohibition. From there, they went to the Empire State Building in New York City and on to the White House to deliver the first post-Prohibition case of Budweiser. Since that time, the Clydesdales have become the most recognized and loved corporate symbol in the nation. 3 separate touring hitches based in St. Louis, Missouri, Merrimack, New Hampshire, and Romoland, California travel nearly 90,000 miles each year to appear in parades, festivals, rodeos, state fairs, and other special events. And still they cannot meet only a fraction of the requests for appearances each year. In an effort to help preserve and perpetuate this majestic breed, the company established its own Clydesdale breeding operation a number of years ago near Grant's Farm in suburban St. Louis. Today, nearly 100 champion sired purebreds, each with impeccable lineage, comprise the largest herd of Clydesdales in the nation.
Armor. You can turn it off. Okay, get going, Norma. I want to hear the noise. Go on, get ahead of him. Get ahead of him. Get him out of the way. Norma, get going. Is this okay? Stay over, Norma. They're gonna have... Oh, I see. Okay, they're videotaping. Get in the middle of the road then again. Okay.
Paul.
Stopping under the shade tree there to cool the horses off before they continue again around the corner. What's that?
Wiping his tail.
What are they watering horses or something?
Can you feed that dog at ice cream?
Norma, don't let anybody in front of me.